been ready for this. Ay, since like 9-5, I've been eager for this.
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On 1st and 10, Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
He was brought down by...
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
Nick Chubb.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 17 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big time.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Meadows. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Complete to Marquise.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
10 more there and another first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Here's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted last week.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucks have taken a first quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of time. This thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 5 catches, 84 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
To throw on 2nd down. Meadows. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Quarterback is sacked.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. These two teams all tied after 1. As he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll throw right away. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
That catch good for only a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up first and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 27.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Nicholas Morrow.
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 40 now on second down. Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Shrugs off another. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
on the ground. It's Chubb. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
Baker Mayfield sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Over the middle to back pick him. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Meadows going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. The 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Browns, first down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 46 yards out. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you're all looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Can't do that.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Gain of 10 yards. And it's third down.
To throw on third down, Meadows. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Meadows pass. Intended for Mike Evans.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
Mayfield's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
And 4 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield, and his pass incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield now from the 50. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Mayfield.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Buccaneers' 43-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Vita Vea able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. To throw, Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down. Brady, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Tampa Bay.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Complete.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Meadows. He'll find Miller. That's complete.
Meadows pass. Complete to Scotty Miller.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Meadows. And he's got Miller. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Meadows. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his third touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
25-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 71-yard punt return. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Joey Sly lining up for the...
A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
First down, Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That one is caught by Hunt. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Peoples-Jones.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Meadows.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Tampa Bay.
From the shotgun, again to Jones. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And on 1st down, Meadows. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Jones again, the ball carrier.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Makes the score Buccaneers 31.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a...
Now Mayfield lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Mayfield on 1st down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Mayfield now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Tonight's final
a road win in the